my channel. My name's Makeupbyrhixx, the one and only. If you do like this video, then please give it a like, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much. If you do want to get weekly posts from me, then click that bell icon to get an update of when I upload a new video. If you want to see how I achieve this look, then please keep on watching. So the first products I'm just going to use, I'm not going to go like too crazy on my eyebrows, a bit like last time. I just literally filled them in with a bit of tint. This is by MUA Academy. You can get it from, it's Superdrug. Don't worry if it's messy. I'm literally just going to comb it through the brows and then ever so slightly a little bit of product through the front, because you don't want to be looking like you've got blocky brows. Plus this is more of like a normal look. Just taking my Primark brow pencil, it's in the shade dark brown, and I'm just gonna do the underneath. I'm gonna start about here, make the shape of just the bottom of the brow, bring it out, and then very lightly go through to the front, and with a light hand just make front bit fade in a bit more. Gonna cut that again with the trusty P. Louise base in the shade 2. And then just gonna pat that all over the lid. Nothing too fancy, my darling. Nothing you ain't seen before. Just taking my Morphe, my flat fluffy brush. It doesn't actually have the number on it because it came in the collection. Taking the Secret Sinner palette by P. Louise, and oh my god, please, if you have me on Instagram, P. Louise herself, Paige Louise, my idol, fully commented on my photo saying she's obsessed. And I think I almost died, I almost fainted, I'm not gonna lie. I ran downstairs and I almost cried. I was like, Mum! Mum! Like, beach! Again, I love the word crusty dusty. This is my crusty dusty palette. Lovely. I'm just going to take the shade Fling. As you can see, I use it quite a lot. And I'm just going to pack it into the crease. Just doing little wiggly motions. Nothing worse than when you're window wiping or swiping. Don't do that. Just wiggling it in there. Staying in the same spot but wiggling it in. And I'm going to bring it to about there. But I'm looking at myself. I feel like I need to bring it up a tad higher, because my eyes, like, I've got the almond eye shape, don't get me wrong, but I've also got like hooded eyes at the same time. Like, it's weird. Like, what is this crease? Like, what? But it's not just one. I've got like, did I just get out of my hair? Yes, I did. Oh! Anyway, back to business. And then, without picking up any other product, we're just gonna slightly diffuse that, doing small circular motions. Don't be swiping too big, because if you bring it too big, it's going to be too like in your face up there. It should feel like you're tickling the skin. Literally. Guys, I fake tan last night for the first time in like forever. And I literally just put it on, like had my ring light on and everything, so I weren't doing it in the dark, like I had some nice lighting. And anyway, turned the ring light off, went downstairs, made a cup of tea, come back upstairs, looked at myself in the mirror, and oh my god, I literally was so dark, it was funny. Like, I had so many people like replying back to my story on my Instagram, and they were just laughing. They was like, what is this tan? I was like, you don't want this tan. But I was so scared to sleep in it in case that I literally stayed that colour. Because it just didn't look right on me. It just didn't. Like, I'm used to being a pasty bitch. I was thinking, oh my god, I picked up the dark tan. Like, I shouldn't have done that. I think I need to wash it off. I washed it off obviously. As you can see, I'm not even that dark. It looks like a medium tan colour. I obviously woke up this morning, had a shower. I come back to the room to look at the actual fake tan because so many people asked me what this fake tan was and that they needed it in their life, and I was just like, do you really? And I looked at it and I picked up the darker than dark tan. So there's me thinking I picked up the dark one. I picked up the darker than dark like the idiot I am. I'm debating, you know, I will do it, to take the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Gimme Sun. I'm just gonna tap another clean fluffy brush into it. This one is the Morphe M330 brush. It's really, really soft. I am just gonna go over the edge of that. Then gonna pick up Love Struck from the palette. I'm taking it on my PC38 brush by Peaches and Cream, which is this one. This is like my favourite brush ever. And I'm just going into the crease with that. But I'm only gonna stop like halfway-ish. Gonna stop there. Obviously I know it's messy, but we're gonna go back in with our brush that we used to put fling on and just blend out the edge of that. Small circular motions, nothing too major. Now, as I look forward, you can see Love Struck doesn't come up high enough, so I need to bring it a bit higher in order to be able to see it with my eyes open properly. Take a bit of fling on that brush and just go over the edges, small circular motions again. I'm going to slightly just drag whatever's left over on my brush from fling. Just drag it over slightly. I'm going to take my P. Louise base again and literally we're going to carve out the crease, but we're not going to really cut it sharp, if you know what I mean. So we'll just do like a rough, it doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, let me wipe off some of that product, it's a bit too much. So we've got that there. Sigma E36 brush, which is like this detailed blending brush, but it's really small, and we're just gonna go over the edge and then wipe off the product. So we're going back and forth for this one and wipe it off the product. Back and forth, wipe off the product. I'm gonna take my Carnival palette by Stacey Marie and Be Perfect Cosmetics. This is the XL Pro palette, so it's the upgraded one, should I say. I'm then going to take the shade Fallish here, which is like this coral colour, corally orange. I'm going to pat it over the top of this. Nothing too fancy, just where we cut that. I'm gonna take that colour Love Struck and just go over the outer V. Fling, just going over the edge of that. And then, obviously, give me sun, beach. That's what we need. We need some sun here in England. Like, this weather is actually so depressing. What is going on? It's not acceptable and I'm not having it. I'm not having it. No. Just dusting that over my sweetheart. Gonna go back in with Love Struck and just darken that out of here again. It's all about like going back and forth between your colours. Otherwise, if you don't, then you're just gonna lose the pigment and everything. And that's not good. No, it's not. I'm next taking my Peaches and Cream pigment in the shade Wish, which is like this colour. And I'm just gonna take a little bit on the back of my finger and just dab it onto the lid, because we don't want too much going on. I would use a brush, but sometimes when you use a brush, it can not clump up, but it will like stay in one place on the eye. So I've already primed my face, put moisturiser on it, because when you put your fake tan on, mate, you are dry. Drier than the Sahara Desert. Drier than Gandhi's flip-flop. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know. Sorry in advance. So I've just used the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 250, because obviously I'm a bit tan now. Because this is less of a glam look, we don't want to pile on the foundation. We just want like a nice even coverage. Taking in my Grwm All Night Long concealer in the shade Oatmeal again. I know it's light, don't worry, I like a bit of a bright under eye, but we're just going to tap this on rather than swipe it, because this is not as glam as my other looks I do. We don't want too much going on. And I'm just going to use my Morphe brush that came in a set again. I can't give you a name. How annoying is that though? And I'm just going to mostly pat the product in, and then if there's any like harsh bits where it's dried a bit too fast, I'll give it a little wipe. But you mostly want to pat. See like how that's dried there? Can you see that? I'll just give it a little swirl, circular motion, so then it's blended outwards. Let's do under the eyes. Never start right under. I always start here, like from the bottom of the concealer where you put it, because then that way you can blend that into the foundation, let this dry up a tiny bit, so then it won't just slide everywhere, if you know what I mean. And then we're going to touch that there and bring it right up under the eye. Pat it in. See how it's dried here? But I wanted to soften the outer of that eyeshadow anyway, so I'm just going to do a back and forth motion. Do that, like that. Taking a tiny bit of my RCMA No Colour Powder, because we are only going to set under the eyeballs, my darlings. Tiny bit, pat it and dust it off. That is all you need. All you need. Nose baking crap. This. That's it. The chin, down the bridge of the nose, the forehead. Obviously it all depends on your skin type actually. If you're oily, then yes, you'd settle over. If you've got dry skin, I would only really recommend setting the concealer areas. I've got a combination, but it is mostly dry, but if like my areas here are dry, I'll just lightly dust over. Taking Gimme Sun again by MAC in the Mineralized Skin Finish, and taking my PC04 Peaches and Cream brush. Because I want to go for a bit of a lighter contour today. Start in the hollows of the cheeks. You realistically want to start here where the top of your ear is and bring it towards the nose. But I'm just doing circular motions, going up, up, up towards the sky. You don't want to bring it down, because if you bring it down, then your face is going to look really, really flat. I'm going to be taking it down the bridge of my nose with that Morphe M330 brush, because we need to contour this fatuta of mine. It's so stressful. Like, I don't even know if it actually does anything, but I still do it anyway because it makes me feel better. Taking the same brush from Peaches and Cream, and then taking my Iconic London Light Powder palette, I think it is, yep. And I'm just taking that middle shade and going into the hollows of the cheeks a bit. Again, we don't want to go OTT with it all. I am then going to take a bit of a peachy blush. I can't actually tell you where this is from because it's like a magnet one. It doesn't have the, no, it doesn't have the name of the brand on the back of it, but it is just like a peachy colour. But this is a powder rather than me using a cream contour this time. Contour? Using a cream blush even. What's going on with me today? Because we want to bring a bit of life back into us. We want to bring a bit of colour. Do you know what I mean? I love colour. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. People usually come to me like, just want a brown smoky eye. No. I'm joking. I don't mind it. It's just I prefer to do colour on my clients because it's so much more creative. And it's like a challenge for me. And also sometimes it gets my clients out of their comfort zone. I'm so sorry about my nails. I know they're really bad. I know. I need to get them done. But my usual lady I go to, I'm trying to save money to open up my own business, so I don't want to be spending 30 plus on my nails. So obviously I went to a local nail shop and got them done there. This was done in January, the end of January. It's now, what is it, March the 4th, and these were done I think the 23rd of January. I don't know how they've lasted me this long, but with this virus going about, I really need to get my nails done, but I don't want to go out. Don't really want to leave the house, if I'm honest. I'm going to take my second favourite highlighter, and I'm taking the one Gold Luxe at the Stacey Marie palette. As you can see, I really use this a lot. It's my favourite. It's just like the Doll Beauty ones. But you don't want too much on there. I'm just going to do small circular motions on the highest points of the cheeks. Because this isn't a really, really glam look, we don't want to go full throttle. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? A little bit on the cupid's bow, on the chin, down the nose. And that is it really. And oh, actually, why not? In the corner of the eyes. Brighten it up a bit. I need a bit of brightening up. Tad bit under the eyebrow, and I'm sure I just spat over there. I'm sorry if you saw that. Does anyone else get freckles on their lips when they go for a sunbed? I can't be anyone. There's millions of people out there that get them done. MUA lip liner in the shade Sincere. Going around the, obviously the lips. You know what I mean? Around the lips, yes. I'm just going to blend it down slightly, not too much. Because I want it to still be nice. Nice and natural. We're just going to take a bit of Vaseline. Remember, what goes on top must come down. And then last but not least, we're going to use a clear brow gel. So this is the finished result. I hope you like it. It's not too much and it's not too less. It's just right for when you want to go out on a night out, to a pub or a bar or a date even. Be sure to click that like, comment and subscribe button to get an update from me when I post up new videos. I will also post my social media linked here below, so you can give that a follow, have a little look, see if you like it. If it ain't your cup of tea, then sod ya. But if it is your cup of tea, then thank you for following and sharing the love on all my posts. Honestly, I do really appreciate the support that everyone gives me. It means the world to me. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.